Let's get into it. It's open to vent, and this is the problem with A Quiet Place Day One. So this film here, it's a decent film. In comparison to the other two, it's definitely the weakest. There's a lot of issues with it. I'm gonna say a few spoilers, all of that good stuff. I'm just gonna get out there quick and early and try to keep this simple because I'm sure it's quite late. I've seen this a bit late in comparison to when all the other reviews have gone out. But I just found this film so dry that yeah, anyway, I don't like it. I don't like this film. I'm not a fan of it. I feel it's not as serious and raw as the other ones. There doesn't seem to be like any type of like deeper morals or anything to this film. It doesn't really have much depth. I understand. It's gonna sound crazy because like, alright, so the main character has a terminal illness, and she has a cat. So she likes to do stuff that reminds her of when she never had a terminal illness and when she was in happier times and stuff like that. Cool. But she's a bit of a bitch in the film, man. And she starts off as a bit of a bitch, a bit of a dickhead. She meets another guy. She meets a random survivor during all of the madness. He seems to kind of clock on to, oh yeah, what she's going through, and he decides, yeah, I'll roll with you, I'll help you out. And then they go on a mission to get pizza of all things. So already the tone is gone left. The tone has gone left. The first film, there was like a family that were desperate to survive, and early in the film, their youngest child was taken by one of these creatures, and it just showed how dangerous these creatures are, how dangerous the world is, why they have to be quiet, why they had to learn sign language, and on top of that, they've got a deaf daughter. The stakes are so much higher. And then they flipped the disability into positive and made it like the reason that they could defeat the creatures. Like, come on, what are we talking about? And then the second one was just like a elevation of that and how different communities survived and how they were getting together and how they had different things in motion and stuff like that to protect against the creatures and stuff they did. And it just showed a bit more of the world and how everybody else is living. And then we come to this, and this woman wants pizza. Like, come on, man. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Like, I understand she's sick and there's a cat. Yeah, we like cats and animals. But no. And this cat as well. This cat is some mystical creature. Uh, I don't know. It's magic in nature. It has to be. I believe it's from Narnia. It doesn't make a sound. It doesn't purr. It doesn't hiss. This thing's running on beams, taking a shit on a beam while a monster's right next to it. It's diving underwater. It's calm. Like even when it went underwater, I swear it didn't shake no water off it. I might have to rewatch the scene, but I'm sure it came up out under the water in the man's arms and didn't shake no like a single bit of water off of it. Didn't do nothing. It was just like, yeah, what's up, bro? What we doing next? Like whoever trained that cat, they need a raise. But the fact that that cat was seemed to be kind of an integral part of the film, yeah, and it survived all the way to the end. It kind of dulled it to me. It kind of felt like a Disney film to a degree. Like it it took away from how serious and raw the other ones were. Like there were vulnerable people and people that we could have got to learn more about or wanted to know more about that got finished, that got like the stakes don't feel as high, even though they should be at some of the highest. But and then the one like obviously the acting is great. This is nothing against the actors. It's just more the direction of the film. So that's why I think the film's actually decent anyway. Uh, that never back down man. He does well as well. I don't know his name. I just call him Never Back Down Man. I'll throw a picture up so you know who I'm talking about. He always kind of plays the same sort of character, so he's always solid there. Peter, she does well. She does well. The other guy, I forgot his name. I want to say it's Chris. Wait, let me check. Let me check because I don't want to butcher the man's stuff. What's his name? Yeah, man like Joseph Quinn. You understand? Yeah, he did well. He did well, but it's like we didn't know much about his story. Like, I guess he's a good guy. We can gather he's a good guy based on following this mad woman on her quest for pizza. But he's also a bit of an idiot based on following this woman on her quest for pizza. But he makes it out in the end. He makes it out with the cat. There's a little dramatic scene where she kind of sacrifices herself, so because she wants to die anyway. So he runs to like a barge, jumps off into the water with the cat. Very dramatic. Cause decent scene, and then she stays there. Like she doesn't die or anything, but like she just had to stay there to distract the creatures. Then some time passes, I assume, and then we see her like she's got a boom box. She's listening to some music and stuff like that. She walks out into the middle of the road, and then she just offs herself. Like she just basically takes the thing out, lets the music play loud, so the creature comes and attacks her. And I was like, what's this about? It's a bit dim. Like it didn't even feel like it was terrible. I'll be real. I did not like. I can't even articulate myself. That's how much I didn't like a better ending. There's so many ways they could have done it better. Like for example, it could have shown like because she's been a bit of a bitch for the majority of the movie. Even she even wrote the man a letter. In the letter, she's a bit of a bitch. Like like he kind of laughs, like kind of gets she's joking a bit, but she's still a bit of a bitch. Like loosen up. It would have been nice if she kind of went out to the water or something. We could see, oh, she survived longer than she thought she would. She actually really wants to live after going through all of those ordeals, and then maybe she gets a boat, and then we see her trying to make her way to find some other people, or she just looks longingly out into the water, and then it pans out and there's a boat there or something, and then they leave us guessing. Or even if she just did that and then the creature comes, but to have her like just off herself in that way while the music's playing, like it's something like she did anything in that one moment was a bit terrible. And yeah, that's it basically. I'm just kind of short. There's a few other things, but I lost my train of thought talking about that cat and the ending. Yeah, but that's me. Thank you for made it all the way to the end. I appreciate you lot. Like, follow, all of that good stuff. Subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Peace.